and today we will be talking about the 7 P's, but out of the 7 P's, we will be talking about 3 P's in the marketing mix, which is, the first one will be about product. So there are different products that we give to our customer. Dominic, what was one of your products? It could be product or it could be a service.
Tomatoes.
So tomato is one of your products, something that you are producing. Christine, in your business, anything being a product or a service you are offering?
Accommodation.
Accommodation. If then for you, accommodation also would be like a product, but it is a service. Okay? So our objective today is to explain to customers the basic needs and the specific needs. Okay? So we've got basic needs and we've got specific needs that we need to adhere to. And the second part would be to identify ways to differentiate and improve on your product. Okay? Because having a business, you need to know what people need. Okay? And then you need to fill up the gap. At times you might find that the needs that you might be doing tomato and Christine also might be doing tomato. So at the same time, what will you try to do to differentiate with your product? Okay? Because you need to do something to fill in the gap. You've got a business, Dominic, so you've got a business for you to do something better than Christine. Alright? And in doing so, what do you think you could do with your product to get the extra touch that she's not doing? Because you need to fill up the gap. What is to fulfill those gaps that is missing? What could be that you could do to fulfill it? Maybe she could be delivering her tomatoes in plastic, and you find a better way. Maybe you will use some paper bag. Okay, so your packaging, with your packaging, then you could make a difference. Okay, all right. So we'll see that we've got the basic needs versus the specific needs, because at times people, they've got their needs. When you are in business, you need to make sure that you fill in the gaps. So not only to give the basic need. Okay, for example, somebody needs some fresh air, okay, from a fan, but you could do something else. For example, be more specific, so to meet the unmet needs of the competition. Okay, so you could give maybe something that maybe a fan that you can clean easily, or you could it is from a famous brand, right? And or maybe it have got another style. Alright, so you try to differentiate. Alright? So to improve on your product, for you to meet the specific needs, okay, so you need to try to see what you can do that your competitor is not doing. Okay? So you could improve on your packaging, as we've said. Alright? You could give a better service around whatever that person is doing. Okay, if you are a taxi driver, so this one is targeting people, the tourists, for example. So you could use the local people instead of just targeting only the tourists. Alright, things like that. Now, we go to the second P, which is price. Okay? So now we're going to explain the relationship between the price, the cost, and the profit. Okay? And then we are going to identify the 4 steps to set up our prices. Because we need to set prices. When you've got a business, you cannot just say because Mr. X is doing this and he's selling it at 40 rupees and you're also going to set it to 40. There are things that may come up whereby you need to do differently. It could be that you could have a lower price, or your price would be a bit more elevated. Because at times there are things that happen whereby you need to play with your price, but give an attractive price to gain more customers and increase your sales. So when we look at the price, we see that when we've got the cost, whatever when you've got a business, you need to sell. So the price you are setting, you need to consider what is it that you have spent, meaning the cost, before you set the actual price. Because you cannot just say this costs 40 rupees without realizing how many manure you've used or how much water you've used or whatever you have your expenses are. So you need to find out the cost. You need to know your cost. Then you will add up some profit. Then you will get the price. Okay? So when you add your cost plus your profit, this equals your price. You cannot just set a price like this. Okay? And your profit will be equal your price that you are setting minus the cost. So whatever the expenses, okay? So this would be like this. Okay? So we could see different examples where we've got low or high price. Okay? Somebody could be charging the price per burger for $3, but the profit on each of the burger would be $2. All right? And there are other instances whereby you can check. Whereas in this case, the number of burgers have increased, but the price is a bit lower, $2.5 for one burger, and the profit also is a bit lower. But when you check it, then each one have different ways of calculating how they set their price. Okay. So when we go to the total profit, okay, so the number total profit will be equal the profit per the product, okay, times the number of products that have been sold. You need to know your profit, so you will need to have the number of products that you have sold, then times the profit that you have made for you to get the total profit. Sorry, the profit per product. Okay. So for you to set your price, Angel, could you read what will be done?
Know how much customer is willing to pay. Calculate competitors' charge. Calculate your cost. Make price attractive.
Okay, so before, because you recall in the last session where we did the market research, you need to search the market before you can do your business, for you to know people are willing to pay this for how much. Okay, so now you've got an idea. You can check how much your competitors also are charging, but at times it's not always the case, because it might be that you are the first one doing this business in that area. So you need to search elsewhere and read about it for you to get it. Okay? So you need to make your price attractive. Okay? In a case whereby you want to capture a bit more of your, you need to get more clients. So you need to put like big signs, to put like this, give discounts. You need to show through evidence. For example, in that case, it's showing that Sunshine Bakery, they've got the special of the day. So when people see this, there's something special to it, let me go in and check. Okay? So they are attracted by what you put as being special, and then they want to try. You start off with an introductory price. Okay? Then you go to the trial, because people need to try, okay, for special occasion. So there are different things that you can, you know, because as you've got special offers, so you've got different things that you could put on, right? So to make your prices attractive, either you've got special offers or you could offer discounts, right? And the third one is about place. Okay? So the third thing that we're going to see today is about place. And we need to identify the different ways to get to your products, to your customers. Okay? Because where are you going to sell your product? It's very important for you to locate the place. Okay? For example, in here, for us, because the place was convenient, because it's close to the road, it's in the middle of the community. There are all sorts of amenities next by, so this is a very good area to place our product. Okay? So for us to get to your products to customers, so there are different ways. You can do direct distribution, you could do retail distribution, or to do retail sales. Okay? Wholesale distribution, sorry. Okay? So as you do the retail or wholesale distribution, there are things that you need to consider also, right? So you need to standardize your product to all customers so that everybody gets things alike. Okay? So you might lower down the prices, and because you will get many customers coming to you, the more you, not to say that the more your price is lower, you get more, but maybe you might sell in quantity. Okay? And also you need to have others to help you out to spread your sales across geographically, so you don't just stay in one area, but you target other areas also. Right? So we've got the different distribution line. This is about direct distribution. Then for the location, so you can also check into the different locations where you can do your direct distribution. And this is very important for you to do as a customer. So we've got also the online. Nowadays it's coming very common, because with the problem of COVID-19, people are not traveling for them to go abroad to purchase, but people do buy online. So there's online shopping. You could check the websites, so through social network. So there are all these sorts. Okay. So that is the end of our lesson. Any questions? Is everything clear, or you want to clear your doubt? Thank you very much.